Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and guess what? I'm sharing the stage today with the executive producer, Dr. Michelle Cooley. And why that's so important? First of all, that's my baby. That's my wife. That's the love of my life. Secondly, what we're going to talk about is relationships and things that goes into making sure that you got a healthy relationship, maintain a healthy relationship, and be able to strive, even in good times and bad. I mean, to my every day is not always going to be the same as yesterday or the day before. But, in relationships, you build upon those things. You get an opportunity to learn your partner. I mean, everything about her, demeanor, manners, what she likes, what she dislikes, and hopefully she get a chance to learn those things about me. So what? Not that she's not listening and looking right now. I can't start a show out without inviting Dr. Michelle Cooley, as executive producer and co-host of the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yeah, relationships, it's different strokes for different folks. People, you can't ever compare your relationship to anybody else's. You got to do what works for you. As long as there's, like you said, honesty, integrity, and respect in there.
No, hold on, get it right. Honesty, integrity.
No, this is my thing. Honesty, integrity, respect, trust, consideration, kindness. Most importantly, love, the big L word. I'm doing it the other way. Anyway, that's what's important in relationship is, I mean, there's so many things that are important, but the title of the show is called Relationships. He said, she said. And we're going to talk about different relationship topics. So, hey, if you want to be a part of the show, bring in some comments, whatever live stream mechanism you're looking at the show on, please type in your questions or just provide your comments and we will show them to the audience.
If we want people to correspond and just come in if you got any questions, you want to be part of the conversation, join in because I'm sure you're in a relationship as well. So, with that being said, Dr. Cooley, I'm gonna turn it back over to you. You orchestrate and moderate, and you do everything because you're one of the best in the business.
Thank you. First topic we want to talk about is communication skills. We want to see what works for us, and what I've learned. Some people have different communication skills. Some people's communication skills are silence, quiet, whatever works for you. But I'm going to talk about, this is, like I said, relationships. He said, she said. So, wow, we got to start with he said. That didn't make any sense, but we're going to start with she said right now. So communication skills, I would say my communication skills, what works for us is I like to get things out on the table right then and there. I really do. I'm gets impatient to talk about it, especially a topic that's important. So I want to address it right then and there. But what I've learned with, like I said, different people, and what I learned from my husband is that just because I want to talk about something right then and there now, there may not be receptive to it. One thing we learned is never discuss a really serious topic, especially in the heat of the moment when you're not open to receive it. So I got a little trick. Sometimes it's not even a trick, but I've been doing this since, the beginning. Once I know that Lise, my husband, is at a calm place when mostly whether you get up in the morning or almost asleep, that's when I have that conversation. For me, I feel like I'm being heard more when the dust has settled. And so that's more, for me, I get a better reception, if that makes sense. So what are your thoughts? He said, Okay, I go the other way. This way.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna put it a different way. Um, we all have different type of ways of communicating. Um, Me personally, with my wife, I kind of get under the skin when I just look at her and just don't say nothing. But she knows exactly what I'm saying. I don't have to say anything at that moment. But we have been together so long where we're just in tune with each other. She know if I am uh, perturbed, if that's what you want to call it, or she knows uh, that I'm just sitting back chilling, and maybe I might disagree with something that she said. But just like what Michelle just said, there's a right time and place to be able to actually convey your thoughts and to talk about certain things. Michelle, she want to get everything on the table immediately, and she want to bring it up and squash it. Sometimes in a healthy relationship, I believe, yeah, letting the dust settle, but sometimes making sure that you got your right thoughts in your mind properly set um, in the right way, because you really don't want to hurt. I really don't want to hurt my wife's feelings or anything, or no one else's as well. So I had to make sure that I've truly thought things out, um, because anybody can react. And Michelle, I always talk about these two words that got the same exact spelling, but mean total opposite of each other.
Mhm.
And those words are create and react. If you react the wrong way, I mean, if you react from just emotions, you're not going to create a viable solution. And so, communicating and the type of communications that you use and you choose is so important to any conversation that you might have, even though you might disagree with it. And so,
Mhm.
that's the difference between Michelle and I. Is I sit back and I just take my time, think about it before I go off. Now, I'm not saying that Michelle don't think about what she's saying, but Michelle, and she probably gonna get mad at me. She would catch me at a time like 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up. Let's talk about just what happened 7 or 8 hours yesterday. And they're like, oh, she got me. Because
He's more receptive.
she got me because for the next hour, nah, this at least an hour. I gotta sit back and listen to this without saying a word and, and just take it all in. And
You
every,
know,
so what are your thoughts on that, Michelle?
no, it's true. I feel that, you have to, the other person needs to be receptive to what you're saying, because if you're not receptive to what someone's telling you, even if it's the truth, you're going to be defensive, you're going to have your guard up, or you don't want to talk about it, or you just like, all right, let them have their say to get it over with. You're not really hearing the person. So it's a very important audience to, have that communication skills where you're just according that what works for you is so the other person really can hear what you're saying, not hear as a noise, hear as an understand what you're saying. But we got our
Hold on,
next topic.
hold on. No, we ain't done with this one yet.
Mhm.
So it just doesn't have to happen in a relationship with husband and wife and girlfriend and boyfriend. Relationship with your friends, um, relationship with family. I believe that just like Michelle said, most important thing is respect. And if you got a great relationship with your friends and your family, when certain things kind of rub you the wrong way, you should be able to tell them, hey, this is what I believe, this is what I think, this is how I feel. Let me say that one more time. You should be able to tell them how you think. This is what I believe, this is what I think, this is how I feel. And be able to communicate whatever that is, because if you're a friend of mine, you know that you can, I mean, even if it hurt, you can, I would love you more by you being honest and respectful. What are your thoughts on that, Michelle?
I definitely agree with that. Could be any relationships. There's always a time and a place. But like I said, we can talk about this particular topic all day long, but we got to get to a couple of more topics. And the next one is quality.
We might want to wait to the break.
Oh, okay.
Get the quality. I know that's quality time is important, but I don't want to start a conversation and we're only in it for about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and have to take the break. So I tell you, we're going to take a station break right now. But if you want to be part of this conversation, whichever platform you're watching this on, E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, over 55 other live streaming platforms, all you have to do is just tune in to the conversation, go to the platform that you're on, ask any question that you might have, and I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I'm up here sharing the stage today with my beautiful queen, Dr. Michelle Cooley. And I tell you, I'm enjoying the conversation. I really, really enjoying the conversation. And I tell you, Michelle, you struck one there with that communication, communication skills, and how you go about communicating, and the time of communication. So,
Mhm.
why don't you close that one out? Let's go to the next topic.
Well, definitely communication is important. Like I said, whatever works for you, if it's positive, if it's based on love, go with it. It's your relationship, and it's your life. Anyway.
But Michelle, I want to give a couple of shout outs before we go any further. Yolanda Johnson, hey, thank you so much for listening on the show. If you got any comments, join in and ask any questions. Carol Akers, Carolyn, it's always a pleasure, just chatting with you, and just seeing you checking the show out is to bring joy. So, and the rest of our viewers and listeners, if you want to be part of the conversation, jump in. We, you can ask any questions that you like, and we'll get you an answer.
Yes. So the next conversation is about quality time. So what does quality time mean to me? What quality time means to James? Quality time, it means a lot of different things to different people. For me, quality time is, I had a friend growing up, and how she had brothers and sisters, and everybody was in their room, right, doing their own thing. She made a comment. She goes, Michelle, you can have a house full of people, but still be alone. So what I'm saying with that comment is quality time is not just being in the same house or the same room, because as you know, technology's taken over, people on their phones, or or whatever. Quality time for me means being engaged in conversation. Whether, even if it's watching a movie and laughing. Me and James, all the time we have been together, we have watch some shows. I won't tell you about the first show because we're not going to promote that. But we have watched some shows together. We just surf the channel like, oh, we have been Gunsmoke fans. We have been Ghost Whisperer fans. We have been Star Trek fans. And we're just really hyped up the new season.
I am with Tracky.
So watching that is like our quality time together. Going shopping for food or going to the military base, the exchange, the commissary is our quality time together. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's about what we like to do together. And yes, we go on vacations, we go on cruises, we go on all-inclusive resorts, we go out to dinner. So no, we're not just staying in the house. But quality time for us is maybe just sitting up later in the wee hours of the morning, maybe 2-3 o'clock, and just talking. We're both wide awake and just laughing and joking or listening to music. It's about being engaged. That's what quality time, I feel, means to both of us. What are your thoughts, James?
Well, quality time, it all depends on the situation, circumstances. Quality time, sometimes quality time is based on an individual. And I'm talking about myself or Michelle. And it doesn't always have to be doing things together, but most importantly, that's what we try to do. Try to do everything together. But sometimes quality time to me is getting up every day, doing my 6 mile hike, 5 to 6 miles hike. I know that during that 2 hours, I'm going to have an opportunity to think about everything that I forgot about, that I should be thinking about over the last week or so, and being able to adjust and put things into focus. Because in order to be successful, I believe you have to be able to, first of all, know which direction you should be going in and understand some of the things that you might want to change. So quality time in that perspective is self-quality time. As Michelle just mentioned, We do a lot of things. We go on a lot of trips. We sit back and laugh and giggle. Um, we like each other, not just love each other. Well, of course, but you have to be able to like each other as well. And liking each other is, and Michelle mentioned shopping. She almost sent me somewhere on that one because I'm gonna tell you, guys, I hate shopping with my wife.
Except for food. You like food
Food,
shopping and Costco
food,
shopping,
Costco's, all that, but
but not clothes shopping, but I'm good.
clothes, shopping, purse, all this, malls. I tell Michelle, I'm just gonna sit over here and I'm gonna spend this quality time with you. Just go around, get what you don't spend too much money. Uh,
No. I never take him. I never ask him to go clothes shopping because as most, no, really, unless we're preparing for an event or you want me to come with you to go like a tuxedo or suit shopping and you want my thoughts and I have to get something as well. So we rarely go clothes shopping together, honestly, because as women, we know, and some men do it too. We
you
love
know,
to look. We can be in the store for a half hour and come out with nothing, but we just like looking. I
well,
just like.
hold on. Greg Hope, man, I miss you, bro. I miss you. You already know that. Let's talk real soon. But Greg, you already know what I'm talking about when it comes to shopping with the wife. Michelle, she filming a little bit about the 30 minutes. It's probably
No.
an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I
And
don't
guess
spend 2 hours in the same store.
I just said the same store. We
Maybe
had
in
a
the mall.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what? One of the things that I have learned is she would do it for me. I got to do it for her. I mean, so, and we just turn it into something fun.
Yeah.
And everything that we do, we that quality time, whether it's personal time, family time, vacation time, or just sometimes just sitting back, waking up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. As long as she ain't getting mad, long as she ain't mad at me, and just we turn the TV on. We used to watch what was the name of the show, baby? Up
I'm not
here.
gonna say it.
It- it-
I'm embarrassed that we watched it, so don't say it.
no,
Don't
go ahead
say
and
it.
say it. Go ahead and say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I don't want to promote the show. Oh, Greg Coaches says that's true. No shopping with the wife for me, but we love grocery shopping together.
Yeah, but up to just watching television.
Mhm.
I mean, it was just fun, and not just in Texas. We're in Texas right now, but we also live in California back home. So we try to watch the same show. It doesn't matter which state we're in. We
Yeah.
still try to lock in on doing the same thing. So
But what's interesting? James has got me into watching, we like watching the Food Network or the Cooking Channel. So we watch that together and of course, about different news shows and everything like that. I'm trying to figure out what's our favorite show, at least right now. That's kind of new. We're trying to look for Star Trek to come back, Discovery on Paramount Plus. So that's where our goal is right now. But right now, like
Delicious Eats is what we and
Delicious Eat.
Bazaar Foods.
Yeah, we like watching stuff
So
like that.
we watch stuff like that, and
Yeah,
yeah.
but
So, but just spending time, spending time with your wife, your friends, etc.
But the most
It's
important, but one of the most important things, and I'm going to segue into this topic because it's about supporting one another. It's about supporting each other's individual goals, and that is so important. Jane, even though we're one as a married couple, we're still individual people, and we still have individual goals. So one thing I do, unless it's just, just does not make any sense or it's crazy. If James wants to do something, if he wants to pursue something, whether educational wise or it could be anything, if that's something he wants to do and that makes him happy and that not a detriment to our relationship, our family, I support him wholeheartedly. Now, one of the things is about, he knows I'm honest. If I see something or hear something, I'll give him my honest opinion. So, we're both in two different industries. Actually, he's a motivational speaker, etc. I'm in a different industry, which I don't need to talk about right now, but we definitely support each other's individual goals. I want him to be happy, and what he's doing makes him happy. Like I said, unless it's something that can harm our relationship or harm him, if it's none of the above, then I support him wholeheartedly. What are your thoughts on that, James?
Well, it's true. We have to understand each other. I call it lane in space. You have supported everything that I have been doing for the last 12, 13 years, especially the motivational speaking, television show, radio show, book writings, etc. And you give me the space, but you also are there to help. Just like Michelle don't want me to give her a lot of credit when I write my book, when I'm writing books and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, I could not write books, a book, without her support and her help, because she's my proofreader. She's my grandma, uh, uh, protector. She gonna make sure that we get it right before we head to the publishing company, which is us, Cooley Books, by the way. If you're out there, you're writing books, all you get in touch with us. We can help you write books. We can help you publish your books. We can help you do all these things. So supporting, but also in her career field, growth. Just like I always tell her, you have to be able to progress up. You cannot get to a stage where you just feel satisfied with. And I'm a big pusher of, hey, yeah, you done made it. You made it here, you made it there, but no, you gotta continue to climb the mountain. Motivation, support, straight up being honest. That's what I get from her. And she knows she get that from me. Sometimes it ain't always it doesn't always feel good. When you got your mind set on certain things and thinking that you're doing it this the right way or whatever. You might be doing the right way in your opinion, but I love her so much for supporting me and everything I do, and she know I got her.
Most definitely. It's about, like I said, unless it's a detriment to your being, then we definitely would say something about it. But it's always good to support person's dreams, even if you may not see, you yourself cannot see the end result. But if the dreams that your partner is sharing with you is something beautiful, it's something that it may seem far reach, but they're passionate about it. They're passionate and hopeful about it. Support it.
And you always have supported everything that we did, especially the last 12 years. Uh, I want to say, Michelle, there's no way I could be where I'm at today without the support of you. We're going to take a station break, but we're going to come back and we're going to pick it up. If you want to be part of this conversation, and you can, I know you're watching us on over 55 platforms, live stream platform, and over 170 countries across the world. You want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is just go to the comments, whatever platform that you're watching this on, ask any question that you like, and I promise you, we'll get you an answer. Remember, it's your life, And we'll see you shortly after the break. Hello, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley from the United States of America, and I am here to just say, first of all, I'm so happy and honored to be in the Coffee Book 2023, Unified Brain Z and the other organizations. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this collection.
I've seen a smile convey I love you. I'm proud of who you are. The one that keeps us close when we're apart. Walking from the darkness of all that we've been through. It seems that there might be a way to leave behind the loneliness we've known and live again life of need.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and you know, I tell you, it's such a delight to be sharing your life with the love of your dreams. And you know, we don't always get lucky immediately. In life, sometimes we have to sit back and wait. Have to wait. Have to wait on God's plan for us. And I tell you, when God is ready to bless you with the right person, just like Proverbs 18, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, especially if it's the right one. And I can tell you, this is the right one for me. I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody else. The right one for me. And just being able to share my life with her honesty, integrity, and ethics. I know she messed up honesty, integrity, respect, and all that other type of thing. But I'm joking. No, she's wonderful. But sometimes in life, Michelle, we have conflicts. I'm talking about in any relationship, there's conflicts. I'm talking about just maybe the simple and little things that could kind of tilt or throw off a relationship temporarily. And we have to figure out some what we call conflict resolutions. You want to talk about that a little bit, Michelle?
Yeah, I think that kind of ties in when we were talking about our communication skills. So I think it ties into communication skills, conflict resolutions. Basically, how I handle it. I want to talk about it right away. James wants to take some time to kind of, decompress and get his thoughts together. So this really kind of ties in to the beginning topic. So, sometimes you may need some space without going into really personal detail about how we handle certain things, but sometimes you just need some time alone by yourself. I'm not talking about, leaving the house and driving away to Timbuktu. I'm just saying maybe you need to be in another room and kind of pray. I know I pray. We both pray. And
Where I'm going with this, Michelle,
Mhm.
is we have temporary,
Mhm.
not me and you, not that much, um, things that we don't agree upon.
Mhm.
But you know what makes us strong is our shared values. Now, I can be real with you. Doesn't matter religion, color, this or that. I don't care about that. If you're gonna marry somebody, or if you're gonna be with somebody, whatever, as long as you got shared values, any of these little things that happens in marriages, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever that is, if you share the same values, love, respect, honesty, integrity, and ethics, and you accept all of these. But I said the other person had to have these same type of values that they share with you. That's where I was going with that, Michelle.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't even pertain. It pertains to any type of relationship, because we have had people in our life that are no longer in our life. We've had, let's say, a friendship, maybe a business relationship with, and they showed their true selves. Um, their values. I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna say their you get to learn about a person's values not by what they say, by what they do, by their actions. And if your values are so far off from what ours are, which is integrity and ethics, then you cannot be a part of what we do, because there has to be trust in that relationship. If you're not a person of honesty, integrity, or you're not ethical, how could you be a part of our world when we don't trust you? What are your thoughts on that, James?
Well, I mean, you hit it on the nose, and it's been a lot of relationships that we thought uh, was built on honesty, integrity, and ethics. Sooner or later, person going to show their real self, and then once that is open, then you sit back. I just know what me and you do, Michelle. We sit back and we watch, we listen, and we learn. And then that is thought this, wow, that person is all phony, fake, this or that. And they might start off the best they can be potential. We just can't deal with that. Um, Telling you, Michelle and I, we're honest people. I mean, if we tell you we got you, we got you. If we tell you that we don't, we don't.
And one of the most important things is the art of listening to when a person talks.
Mhm.
Listen when they talk about, now, I'm not talking about past because we've all made past mistakes. I'm talking about just listen. They'll let something slip that's like, really? Uh-oh, should we be should we have dealings with this person? And I think you agree with me, James, is that sometimes people will show you who they are. We're not judging them from their past. We're dealing with present, but sometimes the slip of a tongue, it's like, wow, now my eyes have been opened. We're not all perfect. I'm not saying that. Sometimes we say things we don't mean, or sometimes we say things we do mean, but you have to really listen. Listen when people are telling you who they are, because that's who they are.
You can't fake who you are. You can get away with it for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And Michelle, you and I have had to terminate many relationships and business opportunities, et cetera, because it didn't align with us. We're not greedy. We're not none of that type of stuff. And people will come to you pretending like they're this and pretending like they're that. And just like I said, the minute that door opens and you're like, wow, let me sit back and watch this and continue. And that's what we do. And that's what a lot of things is all about, so.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that, Michelle? We got about a minute and a half before the break.
Oh, yes. You really have to pay attention. Sometimes people show you who they are, but you give excuses, or you're not paying attention, or they did something to somebody recently. Oh, but they will never do it to you. Come on now. Yeah, you have to pay attention to, and it's always good to try to be friendly. It's nice making friends, making new people friends, and that's great. But don't tell them all everything. They have to earn your trust. I don't care if it's a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. They have to earn your trust. Do not tell somebody. This is something me and James have always lived by. Do not tell anybody anything.
Well, hold on.
What?
We're gonna take.
Wait a minute. I want to end with this. The audience is like waiting.
Okay.
Do not share something about yourself or your family personally that you can't take back. I guess I want to phrase it that way.
Well, as you know, and I talk about this in my books, my grandma is my biggest hero. And she used to always tell me, she said, boy, if you tell all your business, you ain't got no business. If you tell all your business and people assume that they know everything about you, well, you done shared too much and you ain't got no business. With that being said, we're going to take a station break. We're going to come back. We got another segment. And wherever you're watching us on, whichever platform, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is just go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life. We'll see you shortly after the break.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. And I was just thinking during the commercial break that how lucky I am. How lucky I am to be able to, first of all, be married to this great woman and to be able to work with her when she's my boss when it comes to the James Cooley Show. It's your life.
That is not so. The final decision is, I'm pointing the wrong way, is his. I just line everything up together.
She line everything up, and the platforms that she have us on is amazing. 171 countries. I can only imagine. And Michelle, real quickly, before we go to in the next topic, is you had a prediction one day when I went KCBQ AM 1170 and FM 96.1, when me and my great friend Ray Leonard Jr. Actually, he's gonna be on the show next week. But you told me that before I even left that meeting that I was gonna do is gonna be special. We just worried about getting our book out, and you said, "Hey, you gonna have your own show one day," and that was 6 years ago.
Hmm.
Can you just a little bit? How did you know? What led you to do that right before we go to the next topic?
I was just envisioning it, because the interview went so well and everything. I just had this. I just imagined it. I didn't dream it. I didn't see it in my life. I didn't have a aha moment. I didn't. I just wow, could you imagine this and this and this and that? When someone's in a position where they have an opportunity in front of them, even though the opportunity hasn't been presented yet, you can see things. You can see things in people like, wow, they will be great at this. They'll be great at that. It could be sports. It could be entertainment. It could be whatever. An opportunity presents itself and they can take it with them. So that's how that went. But you're right. We ain't got much time left.
The only thing I was trying to say is new dreams, new aspirations, new thoughts. And where I was going with that topic, that sometimes we have to dream big. I mean, you have to dream bigger than what's in our little mind. And in order to do that, you have to think big. And sometimes disappointment calls you to be big, meaning that, okay, this didn't work, but I'm not going to quit. And so that's how I wanted to open that with new dreams, aspirations, individuals, and collectively, etc. So you got it, Dr. Cooley. You got it.
Oh, on that topic?
Yes.
I kind of think we topics overlapping about supporting each other's individual goals. So, we're not going to really share that much with the audience, but, we come up with new ways, to leave a legacy. Legacy doesn't just mean, grandchildren, children, great grandchildren. It means much more. It means about what impact did you want to make on this world. So we and James, we put our minds together, our heads together, and we think about what do we want to do, and money is not a factor in it. It's about how do we want to grow? Where do we see ourselves? There is nothing wrong with helping.
I don't want you to lead the audience into saying money is not a factor.
No. I'm not saying it's not the only factor. It's not the only factor. But you kind of have to have, what if we do this? What if we do that? Sometimes God will bring people or situations in your life to open up those doors that you can see being opened, previously. So when those doors are open, you think of the possibilities, and then you always have to be open to change. You got to change the way you're doing stuff because, yeah, it might be good, but it could also be better. You may need to go a different route, You don't want to stay the same. You want to always get better and improve. What are your thoughts, James?
You got to always be willing to grow. You have to always be willing to accept new ideas. So I always tell when I'm speaking, when I'm doing this, surround yourself with young, fresh, mental minds. That's in the today's no. I'm talking about young folks and older folks and etc. Because in order to, in my opinion, in order to be successful, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. Certainly, got to believe your wife or your partner, whoever that is, they got to believe in you as well. You got to believe in her, and you got to believe in the people that you allow in your life. If they don't belong in your life, I don't care how cool they are, how this, how successful, how all that other type of stuff doesn't matter. If you're gonna know whether they belong in your life or not. You done heard the saying, Michelle, you done heard the saying as well. All money ain't good money.
Mm-hmm.
All things ain't good. But what are your goals? What you want to do? How you want to do this? Do you want to do it from a point of building? You mentioned legacy. That's the most important thing. To me and you is it's not just legacy for our kids or grandkids and this and that, but legacy is how you want to be remembered. How do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as a person that always strive to get money and do this and do all that? Or do you want to be remembered as this person really cared? I saw him and Michelle together, and the only thing you had to do is just look at them, look at their relationship, look at what they stand for through sickness and in health. And look at the love that they show for each other, and look at the love that they show for the people that are around them. If you don't supposed to be around, sooner or later you won't be around because it's Michelle world and my world. Just like you got your world, he got that. We know what we like. We know what we want. We know what we would do. We know what love is all about between her and I. What are your thoughts, Michelle? We got about a minute and a half.
Oh yeah. You have to kind of know, what do you have in common? What is the end goal? I know we're all different. We are all different. And I hear that. But there has to be a common goal for what you're looking for. And I see Steve Taylor said, I really love you too. I'm so proud that we've been able to share life with always growth in mind. That's important, is growth.
It's so important. Steve, miss you, brother. I'll be home back in Cali, I think right around the 17th, something like that. I'm not sure. Or next month. But Michelle, this was an absolutely wonderful show. And relationships is so wonderful, whether it's in a marriage or girlfriend, boyfriend, friendship, family. It's so important. And I want to close out takeaways that I think is you have to always have a distended mindset that you want to do better, that you want to be honest, honesty, integrity, and ethics. This is what I believe. This is what I think. This is how I feel, and be able to share that with not just your loved ones, not just your partner, but with everybody, and be the example, live the example, show the world or whoever come around you that that's what you mean. And you have to be able to stick by those values regardless of good and bad. What are your thoughts, Michelle? You got like 30 seconds.
I agree to everything you're saying. You have to stick it together and talk it out and just communicate with each other. And we just want to thank the audience for participating in this show.
Wow. I just want to thank everybody for always supporting us. It's Your Life Radio, just supporting me, Michelle. Always, always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's Your Life. We'll see you then.